Hello students, welcome to Business Studies class. I am Roshni Thawani and today we are starting with the chapter Business Services. Okay, so let's understand this chapter in detail. First, nature of business service. Intangibility cannot be seen, touched or smelled, just can only be felt. Yet their benefits can be availed. Of example, treatment by doctor. See, if you get the service, you cannot touch it. If you go to the doctor, he doesn't provide us any kind of goods. What he gives us service, and we just can feel it. So that's why it is an intangible. Intangible means the things which we cannot touch. Next is inconsistency. Different customers have different demand and expectations. See, sometimes it happens in goods, we would be getting the same kind of goods, but in service, we won't be getting the same kind of service. Our demand, our expectations would be different. So it varies from person to person. Like mobile service, beauty parlor. If someone is going to beauty parlor, their demand is something else. Another person would be going, their demand would be something else. And according to that beauty parlor has to provide. So it is like, in service, everyone would be having a different demand, and the person who is providing those service, they are supposed to fulfill it. Next is inseparability. Now, what is the inseparability? That production and consumption are performed simultaneously. See, in goods we have understood that one place they are producing the goods and another place they are selling the goods. But what happens in service, wherever they are producing on the same place they are selling it also. Like ATM replace clerk, but presence of customer is must. Next is inventory less. Service cannot be stored or future use or performed earlier to be consumed at a later date. Example, underutilized capacity hotels and airlines during slack demand cannot be stored for future when there will be a peak demand. So you won't require much inventory as far as service is concerned. Next is involvement. As I said, wherever the producer or the seller is there, whosoever is providing service, the customer involvement is very essential, because customer is the only person who can ask or who can seek the demand, who can ask for the demand, that he can put his demand, that what he requires and how he requires. So customer involvement is very essential. I give you a very simple example. If you go to Subway, okay, so Subway, how they are providing, you would be going there and you would be asking them that I want this salad and please put this salad into my bread. So if the customer is not that, how the Subway seller would be aware what you are requiring. So that is why it is very essential, the involvement of customer, that participation of the customer in the service delivery is must. A customer can get the service modified according to specific requirement. So as per the service characteristics, everyone would be having the different requirements. So according to that, they have to fulfill the demand. Next, we are understanding what is the difference between goods and service. See, in the previous chapter we have understood that what is a good. In this chapter we have understood that what is a service. Now we will understand that what is the difference between goods and service. First, nature. An activity or process, watching a movie in a cinema hall, and in goods, a physical object, video castle of a movie. See, the things which I can touch, that is a good. If I go, if I go in a market and if I purchase a CD, and if I watch a movie, that is known as good. But what is a service? It's in process. They are not providing us anything. We are just satisfying by having that service. If we go to the cinema hall, we watch movie, we satisfied over there, and that is a service. If I go to by flight, what I get, I can satisfy my journey need. So that is a service. So that is the difference between service and goods. Next is types. Service, it is a heterogeneous, and goods, it is a homogeneous. If you go to the Reliance Mart, or if you go to the D Mart, you would be getting the same kind of goods everywhere. But if you go to the D Mart and Reliance Mart, you can't get the same kind of services, because everyone is having their own services. So that's why it has said it is a heterogeneous. Next is intangibility. Intangible, doctor treatment. See, as I said that service you cannot touch. So whatever the doctor provides, you just can feel, you can just satisfy your need, but you cannot touch over the things. While in goods, you can touch the things like medicine. Next, inconsistency. Different customers having different demands. As I said that everyone would be having the different demands, all of them won't be having the same demand. So according to that, whomsoever is providing the service, they have to fulfill that demand. While in goods, every customer would be having the different standardized demand, and it can be mobile phones. If I am purchasing Oppo mobile phone, definitely if my friend is purchasing the Oppo mobile phone, we both would be getting the same kind of phones. Okay, so that's why it is a homogeneous also, and there would be a consistency also. While in service, there is no consistency, there would be inconsistency. Next is inseparability. Simultaneous production and consumption. As we have already understood that wherever we are getting service, there only they are producing. For an example, if we go to Domino's, they are producing over there and they are serving us. So what they do, they are producing over there and the same place they are serving also. So that is what inseparability. But in goods, that cannot be happened. Somewhere they are producing and somewhere they are selling. So there is a separability in the production and the consumption. Next is inventory. Service cannot be kept in a stock while goods can be kept in a stock. You cannot store a service. Whenever customer demand, instant you have to fulfill that demand. While in goods, you can kept in a stock. Involvement, as I said, the seller and participation, both involvement is very essential. While in goods, it is nothing, so someone else also can purchase on your behalf and you can consume the product. So this all things we have understood. Now we will understand the types of service. See, there are 3 types of service. We will understand first, that is a business service. It means those service which help in successful running of a business. See, if you are selling goods also, but somewhere you required service. Without service, you cannot run your business even. For an example, if I am having a showroom or store of clothes, right? But at the same time, if I don't have any kind of service, I cannot sell my goods even. For selling of goods, I need a help of banking. I need a help of communication. I need a help of insurance. Okay, so this kind of services are very essential to fulfill your business or to fulfill the goods demand in the market. Next is a social service. Now social services kind of, those are involved in the society. Those are doing something good for the society, that is known as social service, which are generally provided voluntarily. Nobody is forcing. They are doing generally, by their own. We all know this Robin Hood Army. You must have heard Robin Hood Army. We have seen that case in KBC also. What they do? They are providing food to the providing food to the needy people, right? And what they did, they have covered the whole India, and in each and every city, in each and every town, the Robin Hood Army is existing, and they are providing foods to the needy people. So that is why it is a social service. Nobody is forcing you, it is just voluntarily. Next is a personal service. Now what is a personal service? Which are experienced differently by different people. They are not consist in nature. As I said, everybody, whatever the service they are providing, they are not providing same kind of service. If you go to Dr. A and if you go to Dr. B, definitely their service would be different. So person to person service is different. So you cannot expect the same service from whatever you have got from person A and you would be getting from person B. No, it cannot be. So it would be different. Okay. In the same manner, tourism, restaurant, tailoring or health service. Sometimes if we go to one restaurant, the same taste or same service we cannot get from the another restaurant. So that's why service varies from person to person. So these were the types of service. Now this business service we are going to understand in detail, right? Banking, insurance, transportation and communication. So first is the banking, but today I am not starting the banking chapter. You just revise the whole concept. In next lecture I will come up with the video that will cover banking and insurance. Till then, thank you and wait for my next video.